This is Jay Teaches Reading for All, Lesson 60. In this lesson, we're going to look at 4 ways the long E sound can be formed. One way is double E, as in see, like see with your eyes, B, as in the bee that buzzes and stings, and beet, the red vegetable. Also, EA oftentimes makes the long E sound, not always, but most often, more than 50% of the time. And we have eat and meat. Y at the end of a longer word also produces a long E sound, as in sunny and funny. Scoot that around. If you have an E at the end of a very short word, it will be pronounced. It won't be a silent E, it'll be a long E sound, as in he, she, me. Now, as I mentioned in the last lesson, if you want to use this sheet, this sound out sheet, to review the sounds of the letters in the last few lessons that we've done, we're in this lesson right here, but it's not a review. The review starts here with the AI and the AY making the A sound, and then you can go back to NG and all the way up this row back to PH. So I'm going to leave this here for just a couple seconds. Those teachers that want to use this, press pause and use it. Okay, now, something that I have not said for a long time, and I really should have been saying this on a regular basis, and that is teachers, parents, tutors, if you do not have time or your student is working at a pace that you don't feel like it's a good idea to finish a lesson in a day, that is perfectly all right. I have a bunch of grandkids, and I have run the gamut with grandkids that, boom, 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 they go right through a lesson. No problem for them to do a lesson in a day. And then I have other grandkids where sometimes I got to repeat a lesson, maybe more than once. And sometimes break up a lesson into maybe 3 parts so that I'm not over stressing the student. So students are different, time constraints are different, but the end result is going to be a student who is an independent reader. So that's what we're looking for. We're not we're looking for at the end of the race is where we're focused. We're not focused on the individual laps that we run per day. So if you keep that in mind, I think that'll reduce stress level for some teachers, parents, tutors. Just have fun with this. I mean, when this stops being fun, then, take a break, because it should be fun. All right, we're going to review, as usual, with the long A sound formed by AI and AY, as in rain and pray, which are examples on that sound out sheet that I just put up there. And students, I'd like you to say these words before I do. Air, hair, fair, maid, braid, paid, raid, gain, main, pain, rain, and sound effects in the background is thunder, So we're expecting rain in the area. Tail, fail, hail, sail, say, hay, jay, ray, pray, play, gray. All right, and teachers, if you think it would be helpful for students to read these to you, then press pause and have them read to you. Here are the true and false sentences. Again, teachers, have students read these to you. Help is needed. And let me get this up here so we got them all in focus here. Press pause. All right, the next review lesson is lesson 59. In this lesson, we did homophones with the long A sound. And of course, homophones are words that sound alike, but are spelled differently and have different meanings. So, students, say these before I do. Male, male. Vein, vein. Fair, fair. Made, made. Sail, sail. Teachers, if you'd like students to read these to you, go ahead and press pause and do that, and also have the student read these sentences. They're right here. Press pause. Now, our lesson of the day is 4 ways to say the long E sound. And if you are reading the top here, I have EE and EA combinations, Y at the end of a longer word, but I don't have the E at the end of a very, very short word listed up here. I neglected to put that in. But here are the words. This is the first line is a list of words that have the double E, long EE sound. C, B, and this is the buzzing, stinging type. Beet, which is the red vegetable type. Feet, deer, fee, feel. And then the second line, the EA combination making the long E sound. Eat, meet, mean, team, weave, heat, neat, seal. The next set of words have Y at the end of a longer word, making the long E sound. Sally, floppy, peppy, tummy, sunny, funny. Just reading these words is kind of funny. And last, we have the E at the end of a very, very short word. The E is not a silent E here, but makes the long E sound. He, she, me, be. All right. Teachers, have the students read these to you and then give a spelling test. I underlined the ones I would use for a spelling test, the bee and the beat, and the eat and the meat, and the sunny and the funny, and the he and the she. You can make adjustments to that as you choose. Press pause. All right, now we're going to do the true and false. Have the students read silently first, give you a true and false answer, then read the sentence out loud, giving you a final true and false answer and a reason for it. Press pause. All right, my answers. Number 1, a glob of green mush is sloppy and yucky. Well, in my imagination, I can imagine this is definitely a true. Number 2, that seal will not eat meat. It eats nails. In my imagination, I cannot visualize this being true. Seals do not eat nails, so false. Number 3, Sally's feet feel funny. Sally had mud on them. Well, if you walk barefooted in the mud, your feet probably do feel kind of funny. I'd put true for that. Number 4, Bobby has a mean team. That team is not nice. Well, mean means not nice. So that is a definite true. All right, now we're going to introduce the next lesson, number 61. And this lesson is going to, again, be on homophones. Maybe I should flip this. And this is going to be long E homophones. So we have C and C, deer and deer. This kind of C you do with your eyes. This kind of C is like the ocean type, water. This deer is an animal. This deer means something that's valued by you, something precious. And that's why we often write a letter to somebody. We'll say, dear, you're writing especially to a family member or a close friend or something. You'd use dear because that person is very valuable in your life. Okay, so that's what we're looking forward to in Lesson 61. We'll see you there.